Hey, what's up, everyone? Vish from the Six Rings Cane Show and Buckets, Five Reasons Sports, Miami Hurricanes coverage. I am coming to you from the parking lot in a very rainy Philadelphia. Looks like the outer edge of a hurricane or tropical storm, I guess. Ophelia hitting us over here. I think everyone's pretty much aware of the bad weather in the area. It's going to be a rain game. That is the headline for today's game, 3:30 against Temple, obviously here in Philadelphia. Canes looking to get to 4-0. Temple coming in at 2-1. Do a little breakdown here from the parking lot before I get a poncho on and trudge through this mess to the stadium. So I don't think the weather's actually going to change what both teams are going to try to do, because I think both these teams wanted to come in and run the football anyway. Temple is a run first team. They have a 3-2 run to pass ratio, and that's despite trailing most of their game against Akron, as well as trailing most of the game against Rutgers, where they kind of ended up getting blown out. So they're going to come in and try to run the ball, which we'll see if they're effective. The Canes do have the 7th best run defense in the country, so that is a challenge that the Canes think they'll be able to meet. And so that's kind of Rutgers' approach was probably going to be to run the ball anyway. With the weather the way it is, I can't imagine that changes. From a Canes perspective, Rutgers' run defense is 94th in the country, so I would have expected them to run the ball anyway. And that is now with this weather probably just going to lean into that a little bit more. Expect Henry Parrish, Don Chaney, and A.J. Allen to get a lot of carries today. They like to spread those carries around. So I expect that to happen again. Expected it to happen anyway. Now probably just a little bit more. The one area that this can really impact is the kicking game, though. And obviously the Canes have not been great in special teams. Great, kicking, missed a couple of kicks this year already. Had some punt issues. So hopefully they'll be cleaner there, because this is where weather could be a factor. Obviously ball security will be key, but on paper this is a good matchup for the Canes coming in, given that Temple likes to run the ball, and already talked about the Canes run defense and how strong that is. So I don't think any of that really changes here. I think the Canes will look to run the ball and be able to do so, and I think they'll be able to stop the run. In terms of throwing the ball, this rain is consistent, but it's not to the level where you'd be overly worried that there is that you can't throw the ball. It's not that type of rain so far. I drove up from DC. It was intermittent rain, couple of hard periods, but mostly just right now it's kind of nuisance raining. You will get wet, but you can easily throw the ball in this weather. So I think the Canes will be able to throw as well, but I think they'll look to run first. And then from a overall defensive standpoint, this is a good opportunity, I think, for the secondary to make some plays as well. Probably in terms of the defense against 7th-ranked run defense, if there is a weakness, it would be in the secondary. Texas A&M did have some success throwing the ball, so I think this is an opportunity for the Canes to work on that as well defensively and come out of here with the win. Canes coming in favored by 23. That seems about right, although most of the money is being bet on Miami, so maybe it's a little bit high. As I mentioned, Temple 2-1 coming in, lost to Rutgers on the road, beat Norfolk State and Akron at home. So that is where that is the stakes coming in. Again, the Canes looking to get to 4-0 and head into that bye week before 8 ACC games in 8 weeks, which is obviously where the schedule gets significantly harder. With that said, let's hope for a Canes win today. Make sure you tune into the network on Monday night, 8:30. Myself, Jazz Santana, Danny Gillette, and Larry Bluestein will be with you. We're with you every Monday at 8:30, but we'll be recapping this Temple game, which should be a victory, hopefully. And then also check out our basketball coverage, 7 p.m. on Wednesday this week. The basketball coverage kind of moves between Wednesday and Thursday. This week we're on Wednesday, 7 p.m. for Buckets, which is our basketball coverage. Myself, Matt Bridges, and Melissa Brown got all your men's and women's hoops covered. And on Tuesday, the schedule drops for hoops for both men's and women's, so we'll be spending some time with that on Wednesday night. So again, stay tuned to 5 Reasons Sports, 6 Rings Canes, and Buckets for all your Canes coverage. And let's go Canes.